With expansion and the gold rush present in 1850, California applied to become a state. This would be the catalyst for the Civil War, because if California became a free state, which they hoped to become, then there wouldn't be a balance between slave and free states. The South would also leave the Union because they wouldn't have a say in critical issues such as slavery. To keep things fair, the Compromise of 1850 was created. On January 29, 1850, after 8 months of discussion, Henry Clay presented a compromise. The compromise consisted of a series of bills that were mainly passed to address issues of slavery in hopes of retying bonds between the North and the South. The major parts in the compromise were: the North would have California admitted as a free state, and the slave trade would be abolished in D.C. The South would receive a strong Fugitive Slave Act that would protect the rights of owners to recapture slaves who had escaped to the North. Slavery would still be protected in D.C., and they would receive new land taken from Mexico. Popular sovereignty would decide which new states would be free or slave states. This could be beneficial to either side. The Fugitive Slave Act was the most controversial of all the acts. This is because the people in the North did not want to turn escaped slaves in. The fugitives would not have a right to a jury trial. Instead, commissioners decided. They would be paid more money if the slaves were sent back with the owner, causing their decisions to be biased. Many free blacks were also sent to the South, and they had no legal rights to plead their case, causing them to become defenseless. Also, more federal officers were responsible for enforcing the laws. Even though the laws were strictly enforced, 20,000 blacks fled to Canada or up north. Abolitionists tried to fight back stronger by creating the Underground Railroad and other methods to abolish slavery. The compromise was set up to keep a temporary solution of keeping the nation united. However, this created a gap between the North and the South that kept growing up until the Civil War. Without the compromise, more people would have been unaware of issues involving slavery. Now that people were aware, they took a defensive stance to abolish it.